Declan, we are doing the timed test. It has 4 times 3 and 9 times 3. So I just gave you 2 of them you could be thinking of in your head as the 2 first problems. So get that one ready to go. You can pause this if you need to get it, but we're going to keep going. If you're in my class, put your phone under the corner. Let's go. Okay, stop. Circle any you didn't get to really quickly. Circle any you didn't get to.
So bad. Is it 9 or 10?
Circle any you didn't get to. All right. Okay, remember, the ones you circled, don't write them in as we go through the answers, because you want to challenge yourself to think it up. I'm planning on this week, on Thursday, doing a 2 and 3s multiplication test. So it'll have multiplying by 2 and multiplying by 3. So you'll have to kind of shift your gears a little bit, okay? Because most of you, I think, are doing pretty well on these. It's like you know them, it's just you got to get quicker at them. And we'll do that for a little while, at least a good week and a half. Okay, we might do that until Thanksgiving. Okay? All right, here we go. Here's the answers. We'll do it real quick, and you probably got the first one right. Number 1, 4 times 3 is 12. Number 2, 9 times 3 is 27. Number 3, 6 times 3 is 18. Number 4, 3 times 2 is 6. Number 5, 4 times 3 is 12. Number 6, 3 times 6 is 18. Number 7, 3 times 2 is 6. Number 8, 3 times 6 is 18. Number 9, 3 times 3 is 9. Number 10, 9 times 3 is 27. Number 11, 3 times 7 is 21. Number 12, 3 times 6 is 18. Number 13, 3 times 2 is 6. Number 14, 7 times 3 is 21. Number 15, 9 times 3 is 27. Number 20, what number is that? Number 16, 3 times 6 is 18. Number 17, 3 times 3 is 9. Number 18, 8 times 3 is 24. Number 19, 7 times 3 is 21. Number 20, 9 times 3 is 27. Number 21, 3 times 3 is 9. Number 22, 3 times 6 is 18. Number 24, what number is that? Number 23, 8 times 3 is 24. Number 24, 3 times 3 is 9. Number 25, 2 times 3 is 6. Number 26, 3 times 7 is 21. Number 27, 3 times 2 is 6. Number 28, 5 times 3 is 15. Number 29, 3 times 6 is 18. And number 20, or 30, 3 times 7 is 21. All right, take a minute or two to answer the ones you didn't do while I switch over to math. If you get done, just put that in your assignment folder and get your math out. I don't know. Maybe. I didn't remember saying it very often. Could have been. Your book? Dictionary? I'll let you know if we do. I can't remember if we do or not. We probably do. I think we're going to do a repeated edition. You don't have to get it out yet, because that's one extra thing we don't need. All right. Yeah, go ahead. If you have your math book out, we're going to be on page 199. And so far, with multiplication, we've really only talked about multiplication as being groups of equal amounts. So if I wrote, somebody give me two numbers I could multiply times each other, just make them single-digit numbers. Don't say 87 times 95. Just make them single digits. Avery?
4 times 6.
Okay, perfect numbers. I like that you picked not really big numbers. Okay, 4 times 6. I'm going to get rid of this marker. That's right, very good. Okay, 4 times 6. Right now, when we think of multiplication, we know that that means I have 4 groups with 6 in each group. Okay? Now, when we do certain assignments, I'm going to be pretty particular about this. That 4 times 6 means 4 groups, 6 in every group. If I make a picture of that, first I would do my 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I just put 6 things in each group. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this would actually help give me the answer of 4 times 6. But who here agrees this is a really long way of figuring out 4 times 6? Because now I have to figure out how many are in each of my, I have to count them all, don't I, somehow? Okay? Not the best way, but it's important that we understand that that's what multiplication is. Because the better you understand multiplication, the easier it is to do. Okay? And you can come up with little tricks to help you answer some that you don't know real fast, a little bit faster. Alright? Today we're going to focus on this. Multiplication as being repeated addition. Okay, now some of this we talked about earlier, like a couple weeks ago, when we were just talking about multiplying, but we're going to kind of apply it a little more and actually use it. All right? Somebody read this part right here. Let's have Bethany, go ahead.
There are many ways to find the total when there are groups of equal objects.
Okay, somebody read about Gilberto. I like that name. Calvin, read about Gilberto for us.
Gilberto made 4 small pizzas for his party. Each pizza had 5 slices of tomato. How many slices of tomato did Gilberto use for 4 small pizzas?
Okay, so we have a lot of information there. Let's break it down. We're on page 199. He made 4 small pizzas for his party. Okay, I'm a visual person, so I like to do this. Okay, well, here's a pizza, here's a pizza, here's a pizza, there's a pizza. So far, that's what's happening in this problem, isn't it? There's 4 pizzas. Each pizza had 5 slices of tomato. So somehow he put 5 slices of tomato on each one of his pizzas. Does the picture they have over there have 5 slices of tomato, or is that a bad picture? Do you see any tomato on that at all? No. So this is what his pizzas look like. He's got 4 pizzas, 5 slices of tomato for each pizza. How many slices of tomato did Gilberto use to make 4 small pizzas? This is just equal group, isn't it? Okay? I can just count how many there are. Who already knows how many pieces of tomato are there? How many are there?
20.
Okay, there's going to be 20 because you've got 5, 5, 5, and 5. You can just go 5, 10, 15, 20, right? Okay, but let's look and think of it multiplication-wise, what's happening here. Okay? There are blank groups. Well, there's 4 groups, so let's put 4 in there. And we already drew the 4 pizzas. There are blank in each group, and we already drew our 5 slices in each one, because there's 5 slices of tomato in each group, right? Then it says to count. Well, we chose to count by skip counting by 5s. Could I have done this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, could I do that? I can do that. But skip counting by 5s is a little easier, right? So when we get done, we find that there are 20 total slices of tomato. That's thinking of it as groups, isn't it? Now let's look at it as being repeated addition. So look down underneath there. Write an addition sentence to show the equal groups. Now here's where I'm going to be very particular, and you have to kind of think it through. There's 4 pizzas. The equal groups is that there's 5 in every single group. So am I adding together 4 or am I adding together 5s? What do you think? Lily?
5.
Okay, I'm going to add together the 5s because I need to find how many there are in all those equal groups when I put them together. So let's put 5s down in the addition problem. We already know that 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20 because we've done that already, right? So 4 groups of 5 is 20. And that's just another way of thinking of what multiplication actually is. It's really just repeated addition. Right? Let's keep going. This time we're in a beehive. And we're going to need our things. Yes?
We forgot right here.
Oh, what did it say?
The activity is.
Oh, you can put that in there yourself. You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Page 200. At the very top, it says, when you find the total of equal groups of objects, you multiply. Now, get out your math dictionary, because we've got some highlighted words we're going to write in here. We already wrote in something for multiply and multiplication, right? We did that yesterday. So find the word factors. Under the word factors, I want you to write this. The numbers multiplied in a multiplication problem. Alright? Can you hit AV for now so people can more easily see that? The bottom one there on the left. Thank you. Alright, so under factors, put down the numbers multiplied in a multiplication problem. Then, you don't have to do 3 times 6 is 18, but make a multiplication problem, circle the numbers you're multiplying, and then label them as factors. Label the 3 and the 6 as factors. If you've got that one done, find the word product. In your math dictionary, find the word product. Okay. Can anybody tell me what is the product? What should we write down for a definition for this? What is the product? Go ahead.
It's the sum to a multiplication problem.
Okay, it's the answer to a multiplication problem. So let's put down the answer to a multiplication problem. Then you can do another multiplication problem. Doesn't have to be the one I write. Circle the answer and label it as the product. Not write that very well. It's hard to write when I have to lean over. Hopefully you can read product there. This is true. Well, that's okay. When it's in definition, you don't always need a period. But I'm glad that you noticed. Would you like me to put a period? I'll put a period. When it's a definition, you don't always need it. All right. If you got those two things in, you can put your dictionary away and look back at page 200. Most people getting that done. So if you got that all written in for factors and products, then put away your math dictionary. Yes?
Do you need to turn the board
In a second, I want to let some people finish up because it's easier to do when there's not other words behind it. Yes?
Is Declan watching this?
He's not watching it. I'm just recording it,
Ah.
and then he'll watch it later.
I
Once I put it out
just
there.
thought you forgot to turn off the content.
Oh, well, it's been going since the time test,
Oh,
because we've been doing math.
okay.
All right, it looks like done, 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 almost done, 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 done. Okay, un-AV muted. And oh, you were just presenting it. Yes, Bethany.
Is this our assignment?
Nope. All right.
No.
No, I'm just doing this one. Just keep writing.
Let's do this.
Do less worrying, more writing, so that we can move on.
That's wrong.
And Declan, just for you, if we ever get to a point where you notice they're working and you get done, you can fast forward to the spot where you need to be next. So here you go. You got 10 more seconds, Rory. I will count. But you need to keep writing. I should see your pencil moving. Got it?
There's so much. Right now, tell it.
Okay, make up any problem and just label the answer as product. Just make sure it's a real problem with a real answer. Okay, all right. So when we think about this one, look at this. A honeycomb cell has 6 sides, right? 1, 2, 3. If you're looking at these tiny ones here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? How many sides do 5 separate honeycomb cells have? Okay, well, there's 5 of them. Every one of them has 6 sides. So if we think of it this way, this one has 6 sides, this one has 6, this one has 6, that one has 6. What number are we adding together repeatedly? What number are we adding together repeatedly? 6. So to find 5 groups of 6, we can do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Now, here's the thing. I want you to get used to seeing this picture and realizing that would be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Because some of you are already, and this is good, some of you are jumping ahead to the commutative property, and you're thinking, well, 5 groups of 6 is really the same as 6 groups of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right? And I can do that, and that's fine if you want to figure out the answer by flipping it around. Because if you look at this and you go, I have to add 6 together 5 times? Well, let's see, 6 plus 6 is 12. Ugh, 6 more, what's that? And you might get kind of confused, right? Here's another way you could do it. This is similar to what Bethany did one time. I'm going to pretend these are all 5s, which means I'm taking 1 away from them. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm taking 5 away. And she went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I'm going to add those 5 in and make it 30. So I added it a different way. Okay? Those are all things you can do when you've got those tools in your math box working. Okay? Yes?
Which how I did it is I added 2 of the 6s together and then another 2 of the 6s. And that would make 2 12s, and then you put 2 12s together and that makes 24.
Oh,
and
there you
then
go.
add 6 to 24.
There you go. 6 and 24 is easy because 6 and 4 make a 10, don't they? So when you end up going 6 and 6 is 12, 6 and 6 is 12, right? Those two make 24, and then you just have to add another one. And 24 plus 6 more, the 6 and the 4 make a 10, don't they? So you know that that's just going to be 30, okay? How you add that together doesn't really make a difference. I want you to understand, though, that this problem would be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Okay? That's the big thing we're working on, is understanding it as an addition problem. Okay? All right. Look down on the next one. It says another way. Write a multiplication sentence. So, for this part, it says the number of cells, or the number of groups, Well, how many of them were there? How many of those yellow cells were there? Jordan?
Okay.
There's 5 of them. The groups of 6 is, wait a minute, 5 groups of 6 is 30. Sorry. Because there were 6 sides on each one, right? So 5 groups of 6 is 30. The unknown is 30 sides. So they're saying if you put down 5 as one factor, 6 as the other factor, that's what the multiplication would be for that problem. 5 groups, 6 in each group. And that would give us the 30. Okay? All right. Skip ahead to page 201. And I'm going to show you just some things you're going to do on your assignment, and then I'm going to let you do your assignment. It's going to be important that you pay attention to how we're doing these things so that when you do the assignment, it makes sense. Okay? It says write an addition sentence and a multiplication sentence for each. I'm going to be very particular. Watch how I'm being particular. Okay? If you look at this, how many groups do you see? How many groups do you see? Lily?
3.
You see 3 groups, right? There's a group here, and a group here. Okay? How many are in each group?
2.
2 in each group. Okay? So I have 3 groups with 2 in each group. That means that the 2 is the number that's being repeatedly added, right? I'm doing 2 plus 2 plus 2. Who knows what 2 plus 2 plus 2 is? What's 2 plus 2 plus 2? Calvin? 6. Hopefully you guys are all like, this is too easy, I don't want to answer. Now I have to write it as a multiplication problem. I want you to always put the number of groups first times how many in each group second. So how many groups are there? 3. Put the 3 as the first number. How many groups I want as the first number. So what's the second number going to be for how many are in each group? 2. So this is this problem as a repeated addition, and here it is as multiplication. Okay? Do this one with me. How many groups are there on number 3? How many groups are there on number 3? There are 2 groups. 1, 2. So, wait a minute. I can't do that yet. How many are in each group? Calvin?
4.
4. We got 4 planes in each group. So, I'm going to add a group of 4 with another group of 4. What's 4 plus 4?
8.
8. Olivia, can you see okay around me? Okay. Now, somebody tell me, how would I write that, though, as a multiplication problem? It says, how many groups times how many in each group? Liam?
2 times 4.
There you go. There's 2 groups times the 4 that's in each group. And that's still going to be 8, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, everybody on your own, do the... All right, what are those? Marbles?
Yeah.
Okay, do the one with the marbles.
Not the one.
Do the one with the marbles on your own, and then we'll see how you do. Now again, this shouldn't be super hard, but it's something we need to learn. Can you take that extra marble? And then focus on number 4. So we're on number 4. If you don't get the answer, don't worry about the answer right now. If you can't figure out the product, don't make that the big part. Make sure you do the how many are being added and then what the multiplication will be. Can somebody tell me the digit that I'm going to be adding together over and over? What digit am I going to add together over and over?
3.
It's going to be a 3. I'm not going to make you go 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay. I just know that every group has 3 in it. So if I think of this picture as an addition problem, it's 3 added together that many times. Well, how many times is it being added together?
5.
Okay, there's 5 of them. Is there 5?
There's 6.
Nope, there's 6. Okay? So, what would our multiplication problem be if there's 6 groups and there's 3 in every group? Brody.
It would be 6 times 3.
There you go. Who has the answer to 6 times 3? What'd you get?
18.
18. So those would both be 18. That's how these kinds of problems work. Now, I am going to be particular that you do 6 times 3. If you put 3 times 6, I'm going to give a point off on something like that. Even though technically it's the same answer, I want it to match the picture. Okay? Pardon me. Okay, drop down to numbers 6 and 7. On this one, I'm going to show you how to do it. I think it'll be fairly easy. It says, draw a picture to find the total. Write a multiplication sentence. So first you have to make a picture. 6 groups of 5. Now, I don't care what your picture looks like, but you need to have 6 groups. So I like to make my groups first. There's my 6 groups of 5 in each group. So now I have to put 5 things in every group. They don't have to be real things. They don't have to be strawberries or balls or anything else. I just did dots. Then, can somebody tell me what would my multiplication problem be for this? What would that be? Bethany?
6 times 5 is 30.
Okay, there you go. It would be 6 times 5 is 30. And again, I'm going to be particular about it being 6 times 5. Don't make it 5 times 6. All right? And that's how one of those would work. Yes?
Can I do the answer?
It's 30.
I'm sorry.
Okay. On these, all they're doing down here is they're saying, hey, here's a multiplication problem with an unknown. They're just getting you used to the word unknown. The unknown is, and hopefully you knew that was 15, right? Okay. For your assignment, flip ahead to page number 203. On this page, you're going to be doing basically what we just did. So like here they've got dice that all are rolled to a 6. They started the addition problem for you. Write the multiplication, give the answers. Here's groups of balloons. Show me what that would be as an addition problem and a multiplication problem. On the back side, it has what we did there, where it has the groups, how many are in each group, and you have to make a picture first, then show the multiplication problem. Okay? This one just wants you to show a multiplication problem for the word problem on number 5, and they give you the lines for it. This is just that multiply to find the unknown. That's not too hard. Here you're going to want to use your math dictionary because you have to put the correct word in the blank, and then 13 is a multiple choice. Okay? All right. Don't worry about writing it in your assignment folder yet. Just take some time to work on this so that we have work time before recess. Okay? And Declan, I will see you later.